Hello and welcome to the Coin Information HD channel, fellow collectors and history enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the world of one of America's most iconic coins, the 1970 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary coin, but hidden within its copper surface is a rich history, fascinating minting details, rare varieties, and a story of value and collectability that spans decades. Whether you're just discovering the world of coins or are a seasoned numismatist, this video is for you. We're going to explore everything about the 1970 penny, its history, production, varieties, errors, collector value, and what it's worth in 2025. So settle in, and let's journey into the story of a coin that has quietly passed through millions of hands yet still holds a world of intrigue. The story of the Lincoln cent begins in 1909. To commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the U.S. Mint created a penny featuring the beloved 16th president on the obverse. It was the first widely circulated U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, breaking away from symbolic allegorical figures that had graced earlier coins. Initially, the reverse displayed 2 wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity, and this wheat cent design would remain in use for 50 years. In 1959, the Mint redesigned the reverse to feature the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to the enduring legacy of Lincoln's leadership and vision. The reverse design, crafted by Frank Gasparo, would become a familiar sight for generations of Americans, including the 1970 cent we're exploring today. The 1970 penny is a product of the Denver Mint, indicated by the small D mint mark just below the date. Let's take a closer look at its specifications. Composition: 95% copper, 5% zinc, giving it a warm reddish-brown tone. Weight: approximately 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. Edge: smooth and plain, as with all Lincoln cents of this period. Mintage: an astounding 2,891,438,900 coins, making it one of the most common Lincoln cents. Despite its massive production, not all pennies are created equal. Condition, coloration, and subtle minting differences can turn an ordinary coin into a sought-after collectible. The artistry behind the Lincoln cent is subtle but masterful. On the obverse, Abraham Lincoln's profile presents a dignified, thoughtful expression, emphasizing the character and humanity of the president. Every detail, the lines on his face, the texture of his hair, the curve of his coat, was meticulously engraved. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands as a symbol of national reverence. Small details, such as the columns, stairs, and inscriptions, were designed to capture the architectural beauty of the monument. In fact, if you look closely, you can even see tiny representations of Lincoln himself seated inside the memorial, a hidden detail that many casual viewers never notice. This combination of historical significance and artistic craftsmanship makes the Lincoln cent more than just currency. It is a miniature work of art. While the 1970 penny is common, there are several varieties and mint errors that elevate certain coins to collector status. Mint state coins, coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher, are highly prized. Color varieties: coins may appear red, red-brown, or brown. Red coins retain original copper luster and are the most valuable, while brown coins show natural oxidation. Doubled dies: some 1970 pennies show doubling on the date, or lettering. This doubling is caused by a slight misalignment during the die-making process and can create a striking, collectible effect. Rotated dies: rare coins with dies misaligned can have rotated designs on the obverse or reverse. These errors are relatively uncommon and highly collectible. Off-center strikes: if the blank planchet is not properly centered during striking, the coin will appear partially struck, another type of error that collectors prize. Even small variations can make a coin hundreds of times more valuable than its face value, particularly when graded and authenticated by professional services. Condition is the single most important factor in a coin's value. Circulated coins: these coins have passed through hands, pockets, and cash registers. They show signs of wear, scratches, and loss of luster. Most 1970 pennies in circulation are only worth a few cents above face value. Uncirculated coins, coins that have never been used in transactions, retain their sharp detail and original color. An MS-63 red 1970 penny is significantly more valuable, and prices rise dramatically as the grade increases. Eye appeal. Beyond formal grading, collectors consider the overall appearance of the coin, its shine, toning, and visual balance. Coins with exceptional eye appeal often command higher prices at auction. Over the decades, the 1970 penny has been a staple of Lincoln cent collections. While billions were produced, certain high-grade coins and era varieties have consistently fetched premiums at auctions. In the 1980s and 1990s, collectors focused on building complete Lincoln memorial sets, often seeking out the best examples in red or red-brown grades. By the early 2000s, grading services had standardized coin evaluation, and certified high-grade coins began selling for consistent premiums. Era coins, particularly doubled dies and off-center strikes, have captured the imagination of collectors and frequently sell for hundreds of dollars or more. As interest in numismatics grows, even subtle variations in a 1970 penny are scrutinized and valued by dedicated collectors worldwide. Fast forward to 2025, and the collector market for the 1970 penny remains vibrant yet nuanced. Circulated coins. Most coins in average circulated condition are still only worth slightly above face value, typically 25 cents or less to casual collectors. Uncirculated coins, high-grade coins, particularly MS-65 red examples, can sell for $20 to $25, depending on visual appeal and rarity. Coins graded MS-66 or higher command even higher prices. Era coins, verified errors, such as off-center strikes or die rotation, can fetch hundreds of dollars, with particularly dramatic examples reaching even higher in rare cases. Collectors today are more discerning than ever. Condition, certification, provenance, and unique features determine the coin's market value, rather than just mintage numbers or historical popularity. The 1970 penny may be common, but opportunity exists for those who know how to identify rare and valuable specimens. If you think you might have a valuable 1970 penny, here are some expert tips. Examine closely. Use magnification and good lighting to inspect fine details and detect potential errors. Check color and luster. Red coins are more valuable. Brown coins are less desirable. Look for errors. Examine the date, lettering, and alignment. Even subtle doubling or misalignment can increase value. Consider grading. Coins with professional certification from grading services hold higher market credibility and often command higher prices. Store carefully. Use protective holders or albums to preserve the coin's condition and prevent damage. Research sales. Review auction results and collector marketplaces to understand current demand and pricing. Patience and careful observation are key. Even a coin that seems ordinary can hold hidden value. Collectors around the world have discovered extraordinary examples of 1970 pennies in the most unlikely places, in old jars, forgotten drawers, and inherited coin collections. Some uncirculated coins have been preserved for decades, maintaining their original luster and commanding high prices at auction. Era coins often come with fascinating backstories. A doubled die or off-center strike represents a rare moment in the minting process, a fleeting imperfection frozen in copper for generations. These coins tell the story of the mint itself, the machines, and the human oversight that shaped each coin. To summarize, the 1970 Lincoln Memorial Penny is a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but is rich with history, artistry, and collecting intrigue. Circulated examples are common, yet high-grade, red, and era coins are prized by collectors and continue to hold significant value. From its meticulous design to the billions produced, and from everyday circulation to rare auction highlights, this humble penny is more than currency. It is a piece of history in your pocket. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Share your experiences in the comments. Have you found a 1970 penny that surprised you? Thank you for joining us on this numismatic journey, and remember, even the smallest coin can hold a big story.